Narayana, RAKSHANA, MAHIMA. Respected friends, welcome you all. Let us study Chandogya Upanishad. Let us also do Vedic chanting. Let us also do the RISHI Smarana. Let us also have some common sense thought discussed. Let us also do our Guru Parampara Shanti Mantra Ucharana. And importantly, let us also do Upanishad Parayanam and Sankalpa and Upanishad Parayanam. Here we are with that total faith that what we are doing presently invokes the divine grace to sort out all the issues, to remove all the coverings or obstructions to the realization of the reality. That is our purpose, and that is achieved by all the achieved people of the past. In this way, we are also following the same. Om, 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 Om Sahanavavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsarashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyataha Sarva Vedantaha Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kruto Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shruti Smriti Om Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalam Spatikakrutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe. Om Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Nidhaye Vasishthaya Namo Namaha. Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhirbhavatu Me Sada. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Bhavayeva Bhavaniti Me Nitaram Samajayata Chetasi Kautukita Mama Varaya Moha Mahajadhim Bhava Shankara Deshika Me Sharanam. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvataitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavataitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Om Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Samasta Brahma Vidya Acharyebhyo Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha. Chandogya Upanishadaha Acharyebhyo Namaha. Sankalpaha Tesham Sarvesham Kripanugrahena Upanishadukta Brahmatmaikyam Bodhena Asmin Kshane Eva Moksha Kaivalya Praptyartham Sanatana Dharmasya Vishwavyapti Vishwa Adhyatmika Pragatyartham Dharma Samsthapakanam Nitya Nirantara Digvijayartham Sri Rama Mandiravat Shiva Krishna Adi Mandiradinam Punaravapti Teshu Nirantara Shastra Adhyenadinam Dvara भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये सामवेदांतर्गत छांदोग्योपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य सहित अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। अथ सामवेदांतर्गत छांदोग्योपनिषद पूज्य आद्य शंकर भगवत्पाद विरचित मंगलाचरण श्लोकः। ओम सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्री देशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवघातिने। ओम सच्चिदानंद सांद्राय सर्वातीताय साक्षिणे नमः श्री देशिकेन्द्राय शिवाय शिवघातिने। अथ उपनिषदः शांति मंत्रः। ओम आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते। ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ते मयि सन्तो। ओम शांति शांति शांति। अगेन ओम आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते। ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ओम शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ओम अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः प्रथमः खण्डः पारायणम्। ओम ओमित्येतदक्षरम् उद्गीतम् उपासीत ओमिति उद्गायते तस्य उपव्याख्यानम्। येषां भूतानां पृथिवीरसः पृथिव्या आपोरसः अपाम् ओषधयो रसः ओषधीनां पुरुषो रसः पुरुषस्य वाग्रसः वाचः ऋग्रसः ऋचः सामरसः साम्नः उद्गीतो रसः। सः एषः रसानागं रसतमः परमः परार्ध्यः अष्टमः अयमुद्गीतः। कतमा कतमरुक् कतमत् कतमत् साम कतमः कतम उद्गीत इति विमृष्टं भवते। वाक् एव ऋक् प्राणः साम ओम इति एतदक्षरमुद्गीतः तद्वा एतत् मिथुनं यद्वाक् च प्राणश्च ऋक् च साम च तदेतन्मिथुनम्। ओम इति एतस्मिन् अक्षरे सगं सृज्यते। यदा वै मिथुनौ समागच्छत आपयतो वै तौ अन्योन्यस्य कामम् आपयिता वै कामानां भवति। यः एतदेवं विद्वान् अक्षरमुद्गीतमुपास्ते तद्वा एतदनुज्ञा अक्षरं यद्धि किंच अनुजानाति। ओमिति एव तदाह एषः एव समृद्धिः। यदनुज्ञा समर्थयिता वै कामानां भवति। य एतदेवं विद्वान् अक्षरमुद्गीतम् उपास्ते तेनेयं त्रयी विद्या वर्तते। ओमिति आश्रावयति ओम इति शगंसति ओम इति उद्गायति एतस्य एव अक्षरस्य
अवचित्यै महिम्ना रसेन तेन उभौ कुरुतः यश्च एतद् एवं वेद यश्च न वेद नानातु विद्या च अविद्या च यदेव विद्यया करोति श्रद्धया उपनिषदा तदेव वीर्यवत्तरं भवति इति खलु एतस्य एव अक्षरस्य उपव्याख्यानं भवति.
Chanting is done. So, how to put it? You know, we have to reach in experience to this ultimate. And for that, somehow we have to get the path to reach to that. And not only the path, you have to also should get the qualification to find and walk in that path to reach to that destination. Even to get the qualifications, we must know the breakthrough point, the first one. And all of that demands a high level of intellection, that there is something highest I have to achieve. When you study the Upanishads, that becomes clear. And for that, I have to be qualified. For qualification, again, the Shastras give us all the what do you call data, all the guidances for me to practice. Now, these are authentic ones. They have helped the seekers of the past. They will help me also when I take the help of them. That internal understanding based faith is required. Otherwise, either we don't hold on to one alambanam or we get distracted from one to the other. So, we have to hold on to one alambana support. Something we have to hold on to begin with. Then, from that something which we hold, we should not get distracted. If you allow ourselves to get distracted, then there are millions of alternatives are there. We keep on getting distracted only from one to the other. Instead of that, when we hold on to one, it will help us to proceed further. And anywhere you take the example, 10 bus hai bus adde mein, all are going to your own destination. So if you go on jumping from one bus to the other, you will never reach. एक में बैठो वो start होगा चलेगा पहुंच जाएगा. Isn't it? In your kitchen there are 10 vegetables. अब वो कौन सा बनाओ कौन सा बनाओ. If you are in a worry, nothing will be done. Select one, start doing, खाना बनेगा खाओ. Isn't it? Here also, left to the choice, plenty of alambanas are there for upasana. Plenty. You can question everything and don't take up anything and get distracted or loitering only for the whole life. Among those alambanams, one alambana shrestha is Udgitaha, the Pranavaha, the Omkara. Isn't it? So, Udgitaha, Pranavaha, Omkara is the alambana for me to do the upasana of the Paramatma. This conviction, each of us have to get within ourselves. Within ourselves. Om is alambana. Om is my alambana for my upasana. This conviction I have to get within myself in spite of my own mind's distractions, mind's proposals for many alambanas, and also in spite of outside so many sources trying to inspire us in taking up one or the other as alambana. Isn't it? That subtlety in our understanding is called for. It is again everywhere applicable. Everywhere, as we saw yesterday, the same example.
The hundreds of the companies are producing things hundreds in number. Each of them are in their own way good and they do their own way of publicity. We have to know what is required for us, what is suitable for us, then we should go for it. We should go for it is more important. So here also, many alambanas are there. Anything is alambana. But something called as faith is very powerful, required. So I am studying the Samaveda Antargata Chandogya Upanishad. That entire Samavediya Chandogya Upanishad, Rishis, Munis, Sadhakas of the past have taken Om as Alambana and they reached out. And they are recommending and suggesting it. So I belong to this right now because I am studying this Upanishad. So let me take this pranava as the alambana. Fix the mind in that. Then take it. Then do it. Then move ahead. है ना? In the truth, there is no alternative. In the truth, only one alternative is you are accept it and you realize it, or you don't accept, you don't realize, and get lost in the untruth. उसमें कोई दुविधा नहीं. But in the alambana, the million, we have to sort out and fix our mind in something. What our Guru is trying to do here, the Rishi, in this entire Udgita Vidya Prakarana is this only. Trying to inculcate that faith in us, trying to inculcate that conviction in us to take up Omkara as Alambana to the Upasana of the Paramatma. So that what is the purpose of this Upasana? As it was said, ki chitta ekagrata, chitta shuddhi. Even the Om, the Shrestha of the all, the best of all the Upasana Alambana, also is not held by us permanently. One day that also will have to leave to enter into the reality. But to facilitate us for that ability, that state, some Alambana is required, so take the Alambana of the Om. It's a powerful thing and a powerful suggestion also. How much you and I are listening it and contemplating within us and coming to our own understanding and conviction and faith based. Because finally, jitna bhi kahe, buddhi samajh bhi le, but if there is no faith, with the intellectual understanding also, yes, that guru is great, I understand intellectual, but you don't have faith, so you don't go. Think about it. So here the Shraddha is required. That's why Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana Yoga. And Bhuyeva Tapasa Brahmacharya Shraddhaya Samvatsaram. That is said. People will tell thousand things. No, Om is not required. Let us do Ram, let us do Krishna, let us do Shiva. They're also very powerful. Nobody is wrong. Wrong is, are we convinced in one thing or not? The correct thing within us. Then don't get distracted. उन डिस्ट्रैक्शन में सारा टाइम वेस्ट होता है. हमको करना है, हमें पहुंचना है. Isn't it? We have to do and we have to move ahead. So here the exercise that is done in the main mantra and the Bhashyam is to give to our Antakarana Om as the convinced, confirmed Alambana for the Upasana. That is fixed and you are doing the Alambana Upasana, taking the Om as Alambana and doing Upasana, then the Ekagrata aspect, the Chitta Shuddhi aspect is happening. The other side, intellectually, you try to study the Upanishad. Alambana से चित्त शुद्धि चित्त एकाग्र विद शुद्ध चित्त एकाग्रता ट्राइंग पेट्रोल डाला गाड़ी को आके ले गए खाना खाया काम करते गए isn't it? So in this way we study the Upanishad tattva jnana about the Brahma tattva through Tattvamasi Mahavakya or whatever in this Upanishad we are guided with. Third side, again, intellectual knowledge is happening pakka about the Paramatma Tattva. Through Upasana, the Chitta Shuddhi Ekagrata are happening. Now, with the ekagra shuddha chitta, with the knowledge, now sit for the meditation. In which what we understood that I am the self, I am not the not self, that is practiced. That is called nididhyasa. So for the anubhuti, the nididhyasanam required. For the nididhyasanam, the knowledge should be pakka. For the knowledge should be pakka. The antakarna should be shuddha ekagra. And that should be applied in the study, etc. For that, some alambana. The Vedic alambana always is pranava omkar. We don't need to create newer ones, invent newer ones, because it is not a bhoga that you need variety. Mahajano yena gatasya panthaha. So many great people have walked that path. You just follow and reach out. And there is no alternative at all. Upasana you have to do some alambana, the best alambana, mil gaya omkar. Why you bring your mind into so many confusions, conflicts? ये है अपने आप को help करना है. If we have not got Om as alambana, convincing alambana in our intellect. Right? Now, Om iti tadaksharam udgitam upasita. See how the powerful suggestion by Shruti Mata, the Upanishadic Rishi. Beta, Om is a syllable, it is a Udgita. Of that you have to do the Upasana. So what is Om? What is Aksharata of the Om? Why it is called as Udgita and why it is called as why? What is the definition or meaning and purpose of Upasana? Shankar Bhagavan has explained those important things we should never forget. Upasana. Okay. Uh-huh. उपासनं तो यथाशास्त्र समर्थितं किंचिद आलम्बनम उपादाय तस्मिन् समान चित्तवृत्ति संतानकरणम तद्विलक्षण प्रत्ययांतरितमिति विशेषः. That upasana ka definition. So all of that we have seen. Then next mantra we have come up to tasya upavyakyanam is the evam upasanam evam vibhuti evam phalam. In this way, the Omkara Upasana has to be done. Again and again, in this way, the glory of the Omkara has to be listened and contemplated so that the holding of the Om as support is not diluted, is not loosened. Isn't it? Again, if I know the glory of medicine, then my being a doctor, I can do joyfully and with utsaha. Otherwise, in course of doing it, after some time their boredom comes. ये क्या है हर दिन पेशेंटों के साथ रहना है अब मैं इसको छोड़ दूंगा. You can never leave anything what we are doing unless we hold on to something higher. Isn't it? I am a teacher in a school. What a teacher shop, very boring. No. Are you are sowing the seeds in the children who are going to be the future of the whole world. You are the greatest of all. There is nobody greater than a teacher. From the teacher, because of teacher only, all the doctors, the lawyers, the politicians, the civil servants, everyone who are serving the world, including the Brahma Vidya pursuing students, all are products of teachers only. So you are the one doing highest work. That is called as Vibhuti. We have to tell. Everywhere, continuously we have to, by finding the importance, keep us inspired to be on that path. Like these classes I am doing. It's a very routine thing. Come and sit for this class, then the next one, next one. It looks to be boring. Okay, boring. Then what else will you do having left this? We only waste time, no? What do we do between two classes? कर क्या रहे हैं? Only bhoga, only laziness, only worldly thinking. Come as come in the class, at least we are reminded of the reality. It's a minimum vibhuti. The maximum vibhuti is what? What else can be a pursuit for a human being than intellectually understanding about the truth, about the path, and walking that path and reaching reality. We are doing the second best thing in life. The first best is meditating and realizing the self. Second best is for doing so, whatever the knowledge required, convictions required, understandings required, we are gaining them through this everyday study. So this vibhuti, when I know, I will never give up it. You know, I will negotiate with all my inner and outer difficulties, problems, so-called duties, the weaknesses, जो भी है उनको मैनेज करता हुआ I will come. If the vibhuti is not understood, then easily we compromise. And once we compromise, and when we get habituated to compromising, again we won't take it up again. Gone, it is gone. Like the fellow trying to save himself from that getting lost in the flood. So he holds on to some tree, some support. अब वो छूट गया मानो तो ओनली वन थर्ड अब मेरा कोई सपोर्ट नहीं है, मैं बह ही जाऊंगा इसमें, वो बहकर मर ही जाएगा. So too in this samsara of extrovertedness, the samsara of the illusion and delusion of giving reality to the unreal, we get flooded in that. I am telling you the meaning of the word vibhuti. What is vibhuti? Why this topic has come? Ki tasya upavyakyanam. Of that Udgita Pranava Upavyakyanam. What is Upavyakyanam? Explaining about it. What are the things explained? Evam Upasanam. This is how of that Pranava the Upasana has to be done. Then Evam Vibhuti. This is how it is its glory. So again and again we remind ourselves of its glory. Then that support we hold on to it. Everywhere. Wife or husband or parents, their love, their goodness, their contribution, their patience. Again and again, when you remember, then you are grateful to them. And then we hold on. The job where I am working. If I know the vibhuti of it, I won't leave that job and go somewhere. So here also, evam vibhuti. Third one is what? Whatever may be the vibhutis of Omkara, the glories. Whatever may be the ways of Upasana. That's okay, secondary. My primary question is, what are the benefits I incur? Without the phala, why will I do anything? Therefore, evam phalam. This is how upasana has to be done. This is how the inspiration for upasana should be sustained by knowing the vibhuti of the Omkara again and again, reminding ourselves, so too the phalam. Clear? Evam upasanam, evam vibhuti, evam phalam ityadi kathanam. Talking about these things and any other things is called as Upavyakyanam. Tasya Omkarasya Upavyakyanam. Of the Omkara, Upavyakyanam is Kathanam. Kathanam about how to do Upasana, what are its vibhutis, and what is the phala. Pravartate is being taught. So this is how the Upanishad has to be deeply, patiently, word by word, sentence by sentence, heard, restudied, contemplated, and grasped. Upanishad is not an ordinary thing. We just passed the time in last 6 years by going through all the Upanishads, by not understanding anything, not going deep at all in anything. Deep means inside us the knowledge has to sustain. We have gone through, we have studied, we have used all the words, examples, सब कुछ. But किसी को अपने अंदर टिकने नहीं दिया. For various reasons that we didn't have Shraddha for it and we have still the Shraddha for the worldliness. वो सारा फिर बदलेगा, वो सब भी बदलना चाहिए. Okay, so tasya upavyakyan. Done. Now in the second mantra, we are told about the 8 things. In that, the common word is rasa, rasa, rasa. So of this is the rasa, this is the rasa, this. So finally, the rasa tama of all of them is the udgita. Okay, so rasa means the karanam, utpatti sthanam. Rasa also means the sthiti sthanam. Rasa also means laya sthanam. So the utpatti, sthiti, laya sthanam, these 3 things are explained to us by Bhashyakara with the 3 words of what are they? Gatihi Parayanam Avashtamba. Okay. Now, what were those 8 things exhaustively we said yesterday? Just study the mantra. Om Esham Bhutanam, of all the beings, Prithvi Rasaha, because they stay on the Prithvi. Prithivyaha Apo Rasaha. For the Prithvi, Apa is Rasa, because the Prithvi is Otaprota in the Apa. Apa is supporting the Prithvi. Then Apam Oshadayo Rasaha. Of the Apa, the waters, the Oshadis are Rasa, because the fulfillment of the water is in creating, producing those Oshadis. Then Oshadhinam Purusho Rasaha. Who is the Rasa of the Oshadi? The Purusha, the human being. Because the presence of all the Oshadis is to create this Manushya Sharira Purusha. Then Purusha's fulfillment kisme hai? Purushasya Vag Rasaha. The rasa of all, so many indriyas he has got, but the best of among all of them is Vani. Then the most important is Vachaha Ruk Rasaha, Ruchaha Samaha Rasaha, Samnaha Udgitaha Rasaha. So of the Vani, the Ruk mantras are the rasa. Of the Ruk mantras, the Sama mantras are rasa. Of the Sama mantra, the Udgita, the Omkara, which is in the present context, that is the Rasatama. See that? Now we have to go deep into that contemplation independently and come to understand that in Pranava the Sama is there, in Sama the Rug is there, in Rug the Vani is there, in the Vani the Purusha is there, in the Purusha the Oshadis are there, in the Oshada the Jala is there, in the Jala Prithvi is there, and in that all beings. Therefore the Sarvotkrushta is Pranava, Omkara, Udgita. This is how we have to tell to our intellect. Then take the Om for the Upasana. Upasana चलते रहना है. What is the Upasana? That Om is Paramatma's Alambana Nama, Paramatma's Pratika, and I am doing the Ucharana of the Om with the Vani, and I am doing the Ucharana of the Om with the Mana, with that Bhakti and Shraddha, for my mind to have Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Ekagrata, Chitta Sukshmata. Even the Chitta Shakti Karana, empowerment. That doing, we have to do it. Oh, while chanting, all these things have to be kept in the intellect. Of this, we have seen the Bhashya yesterday. Ruchaha Samarasaha Sarataram Tasyapi Samnaha Udgitaha Prakrutatvad Omkaraha Sarataraha. Of that Sama also, the Udgita is Rasa, and in that context, for us Udgitam is Omkara, therefore Omkara is Sarataraha. The essence of all. Omkara is Sara. The 3 words are Gatihi Parayanam Avashtamba. Gatihi is the Hetu. Parayanam is the support. Avashtamba is the Layasthana. These things again with our subtle intellect, when we contemplate, like tap open, water comes. From 20 years, 30 years, we are doing it. But we never think the whole contemplative aspect of how the tap is created, produced, invented, how that on-ing and offing of that tap is done, how the pipes connected, how it is water leaking proof made, how the tank is made above the whole apartment, how it is taken there, how it is put there into the tank or how the water is entering. We never contemplate. बस पानी खोल दी हो गया. Same way everywhere. We just sit in the auto or car. We don't think who invented the auto or the car. है ना? What are the machinery in that? How it is functioning? क्योंकि उसके बिना चलता है हमारा. है ना? चल रही जिंदगी है, चलती जा रही. We are in that mood. But if somebody is not there to invent them, ये चलता है क्या? Why I am telling all the examples? In the same way, of these things, that it is gati, and it is parayanam, or it is avastambaha. These words have to be contemplated. Taking each of these things, all the eight what are said, then the real ananda comes of understanding thing intellectually. Now we just depend on somebody saying us something, on the faith on them, let us do it. That will help, definitely. In fact, if you add the intellectual understanding also, then you become more strong in your faith. Because ye andar ki baat, I understood it. Like with faith on me, let us say you come to the class. So you are benefited. But along with that, there is an intellectual understanding also. No, when you study the Upanishads, the subject is becoming clear to me day by day about the goal and means. When you know that, to the faith, it adds the fuel. Faith itself is the fuel, but to the faith, again the understanding. You have to think about it. Here also, we're just telling that one कि श्रुति माता told कि इससे ये सार है रस रस रस. You contemplate for your grasping. That is called swadhyaya, where what is said by Upanishad is said to me by the Guru or Acharya. Let me contemplate on it and understand for my purpose. Not only this, everywhere, if values are taught, one has to contemplate as per what is taught about the importance of values. भक्ति is taught. अब किसी को उसके ऊपर सोच विचार करके हाँ मैं समझ गया, इंटेलेक्ट जहां तक समझ सकती है ना, वो समझना बहुत आवश्यक होता है. शुद्ध परब्रह्म द इंटेलेक्ट कैनॉट एप्रीहेंड, इट इज बियॉन्ड. बट बिफोर दैट, intellectual understanding about all these things is possible. No? Try for that. So, having said this, now the conclusion of that is said in this third mantra. What is it? Let us chant it. 2 plus 2 4 times. Saha eshaha rasanagam rasatamaha. Saha eshaha rasanagam rasatamaha. Paramaha paramaha parardhyaha parardhyaha. Ashtamaha ashtamaha yad udgitaha yad udgitaha. Twice. स एषः रसानागुं रसतमः परमः परार्थ्यः अष्टमः यदुद्गीतः सः एषः रसानागं रसतमः परमः परार्थ्यः अष्टमः यदुद्गीतः. So this what Shruti Mata is telling, it should become our own feeling, our own conviction. You know, like what doctor says, if this medicine is taken, so it will function inside and it will remove the disease, you become healthy. That what doctor said, we should feel, yeah, if I take the medicine, it will go and remove all those infections with the cause and symptoms, I become healthy. So here Shrutimata is saying the glory of this Udgita Omkara. But I have to feel it for me. कान से सुनने से नहीं बनता बात, दिमाग भी लगाना है, दिल भी लगाना. See the kindness of Shruti Mata. She is saying and she goes ahead. We have to get the essence of it. So Saha Eshaha, I'm telling the literal meaning, then we go to the Bhashya. Saha Eshaha. What is that Eshaha? Ashtamaha. The eighth among the eight, the last one. What is the eighth? अरे जो टॉपिक शुरू किया हमने, यद उत्कीता. सह एषः अष्टमः यद उत्कीतः. That this eighth one, which is the Udgita, that is Omkara. You know what about it? About it? What is it? Ki rasanagam rasatamaha. See, this is the Vibhuti aspect. It is Rasonkar rasa hai ye. Paramaha. It is the greater than the greatest. Parardhya. It is support of all of them. And in Mandukya, Bhashyakara explained to us how the Om, having these three matras of A and O and Ma, is the essence of the entire universe. How it was told, do you remember? The whole universe is nothing but Rupatmaka and Namatmaka. Then Upanishad started telling. Second point, all the Rupas are not there when the Nama are not there. Object is in front. If the name is not told, you won't recognize. So all Rupas are merged in Nama. Then all Nama, the names are merged in the letters syllables. All the syllables fall only in three categories: starting, molding, and dissolving. The starting is Akara, the molding is Ukara, the dissolution or ending is Makara. Therefore, all words are in Om. All objects are in the words. Therefore, the entire world of name and form is in Om only. See that we were taught in that Mandukya Bhasha. Here also, Saha Eshaha Rasanam Rasatamaha Paramaha Parardhyaha. Huh? What is that? That Ashtamaha Etat Yad Udgitaha. That Udgita. You know, even after the best of the Guru teaches the best of the thing, still it is again in our hands to understand it and accept it as best for ourselves. Finally, choice Amara. Like Krishna gave the best of the knowledge in Gita, all 18 chapters. All of them are essence of all the Upanishads, Purana, Itihasa, जीवन को धन्य बनाने के हर चीज जो गीता में है और कहीं नहीं. Yet to understand it or not, follow it or not, is in Arjuna's hands. Bhagavan knows it. Neither I can insist him nor I suffer if he doesn't follow. Better what to do? Yatechasi tatha kuru. The Lord gave him freedom. Vimrushya etadasheshan. But Arjuna was wise. Wise not for Krishna, but for himself. Therefore he said, I have understood. Nashto moha smriti labdha tatprasadana mayachyuta. By your grace and teachings, my delusion gone. I have understood everything. Now stitosmi gata sandhya. It is my subjective thing. I am free from all doubts, despairs, questions. I am very clear. Now karishe vachanantava. So I am doing what you have said. Now I am doing what you have said is the shortcut way of saying what I am doing. That's it. आपने जो कहा करने को मैं वही करूंगा is to shorten the explanation. Because आपने जो कहा मैं करूंगा means Lord knows no उन्होंने क्या कहा. In that the Krishna is not satisfied or feeling excited or happy. That अच्छा now finally अर्जुन मेरे बात मानकर मैं जो कह रहा हूँ वो कर रहा है तो I am fulfilled. Krishna doesn't teach for his fulfillment. He is already fulfilled. नो नो यू अपने कल्याण के लिए बताया उसको करेगा तो उसका कल्याण होगा कृष्ण को कुछ लेना देना नहीं by saying I will do whatever you say oh Krishna Arjuna is not obliging Krishna doesn't want then why करिष्ये वचनम तवा it is not surrender that मैं करूंगा वही जो आप कह रहे हो no it is intellectual understanding that I have understood what to do as told by you Bhagavan wants that only Bhagavan doesn't want Arjuna to do something because Krishna says. Krishna wants Arjuna to do because that is to be done. You understand? So here also the Vibhuti is told. So Rasanam Rasatamaha Sahesha Rasanagam Rasatamaha Paramaha Parardhya Ashtamaha Yad Udgitaha. This Udgita is greatest. I am telling you. From my side, अब तुम समझ के करके फायदा पाओ. Isn't it? Everywhere, the doctors kaho ya shopkeeper. Some doctors, for their ego, they do it. I treated the patient became well, then he will do prachara, then I'll get more patients. Other doctors don't do for that. Main real doctor, this fellow went away healthily. I am fulfilled in that. So to shopkeeper, मेरा product वो खरीद के गया There are some egoistic, selfish people. No, no, I have put a best product here. He bought it. That will help him. See that attitude? Here also. The Guru or Krishna Bhagavan or here Upanishad Mata. He is not fulfilled and happy that somebody is doing what I am telling. No, no. He is doing the best thing for himself. Like you are coming to these classes. I am not happy for your coming to the class for my sake. कि मैं यहाँ बोल रहा हूँ आप सुनने को आ रहे हो. It is no. You are coming to do the best for your sake. Isn't it? So that is my satisfaction. Satisfaction is not I and me. Satisfaction is good that you are studying Upanishad for your own clarity of vision regarding the life's ultimate goal and means. So here also Upanishad is not fulfilled in teaching us Omkara Upasana and making us do the Omkara Upasana. Because Upanishad doesn't need something to get fulfilled. It already fulfilled. It is we who get benefited out of it. है कि नहीं? Now let us study this with Bhashya. Wonderful it is, very sweet. Saha eshaha udgithakyah omkaraha. Saha means that. Eshaha means this. That this. Udgitakshaha. Udgita titled. Udgita named. Omkar. The pranava. See, by saying this, all doubts, ambiguities, Bhagavan Bhashyakara is removing as well as summarizing what was said so far. What was said is Omkara is the subject we are talking about. That is given a title or the name as Udgita Akhya. And that as an Alambana, we are convinced by Shruti Mata. Alambana for Upasana. Upasana of Paramatma. Paramatma's Upasana with Omkara Alambana for Antakarana Shuddhi, Antakarana Ekagrata, Antakarana Sukshmata. Antakarana kaho ya Chitta kaho. And why the Chitta Shuddhi Ekagrata, etc.? To listen to Tattvamasi and to realize Aham Brahmasmi. In between, lot of sentences, lot of steps, lot of sadhanas. So, Saha, Eshaha, Udgithakyah Omkaraha. That this Udgita named Om. So, what we chant is Om only. But that is given Udgita name. For what reason? Because all the Udgathas do the Udganam starting with Om. So those days the Omkara, Udgita or Udgana or Veda Parayana was very respectful, reverential. So if this Omkara is titled as named as that Udgita, the value of the Omkara grows, increases because they value Om. Like when I go to foreign country, when I say an Indian, I value him because I consider I am Indian. दूसरे देश वाला इंडियन को देखते ही डजंट बॉदर उसको अपने देश का कोई बंदा मिलता है तो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट एफिनिटी some people have the affinity to Samaveda, the Udgita. When the Om is equated to that, Om's value they, like my Guru. Somebody said some sentence. The same sentence, my Guru also told, if I remember it, हाँ ये मेरे गुरु ने भी कहा. Don't we value it? Like that. So Saha Eshaha Udgita Kya Omkaraha. What is that? Bhuta Adinam, starting from the Bhuta, means out of the 8 things. है ना भूत से स्टार्ट किया ना येषाम भूतानाम पृथ्वी रसः सो भूत आदीनाम उत्तरोत्तर रसानाम है ना फ्रॉम द भूत द पृथ्वी फ्रॉम द पृथ्वी द आपः फ्रॉम द आपः औषधि औषधि का है पुरुष पुरुषास इज वाक वाक इज रुच रुक का साम साम का द लास्ट वन द उद्गीत सो भूतादीनाम उत्तरोत्तर रसानाम अतिशयेन रसः अतिशयेन रसः मीन्स रसतमः extremely rasayukta it is. The rasayukta is sarayukta. Rasa is the adhisthana. So the The Janma, Sthiti, Laya, Karana is the next one to the earlier one. In that way, of all the eight, this Omkara, the Udgita named one is Rasanam Rasatamaha, is Adishayana Rasaha, Rasatamaha, Paramaha. And then extremely greatest of the Rasa it is. Why? Because A directly Paramatma Pratikatva. that pratikatva शब्द को फील करो. It is pratika, symbol of Paramatma, not like the symbol as the Indian flag of India. Flag never becomes India. India is so big. That's the difference between the Murti Puja as the Murti as God and the flag as India. Difference is there in them. When you salute the flag, feeling that you are saluting India, flag never becomes India. But when you are doing the Salagrama Puja, taking it as Vishnu, it is not the relation between the flag and India like. Why? When you are taking Salagrama as Vishnu, it is really Vishnu only because everything is Vishnu. It is not that way Pratika. Pratika for us because we have not realized Vishnu yet. But otherwise, when I do the puja of Salagrama, Vishnu ko Salagram में invoke करके पूजा करना, that is because of I not having faith. But otherwise, that Salagrama has to be Vishnu only. Because Antarbhavishyat Sarvam Vyapya Narayana Sthitaha. Everywhere Narayana is there, so is he not there in it? Isn't it? That's the difference. Pratika mein. Here also, this is Paramatma Pratikatvat. Hope you are catching the meaning of the word Pratikata. Pratika means Paramatma के टुकड़ा है, वो सैंपल है, इज इक्वल टू परमात्मा ओनली. आगे बताएंगे उसी बात को. ओके. परार्ध्य. व्हाट इज परार्ध्य? परमः मीन्स अतिशयेन रसतमः. Parama also means Paramatma Pratikatvat. It is the pratik of Paramatma. है ना? Like this much of sugar is there in your dabba. थोड़ा उसका लेकर आप खाते हो. So that is a pratik of the total sugar. What is the meaning of pratika? What is there alone is this one, the taste. बोड़ा one chapati roti. एक टुकड़ा काट के खाते हो. That one टुकड़ा is pratik of the total roti. It is not symbol. You are while eating the roti, you are eating roti only. छोटा टुकड़ा खाने के time, we are eating that only. Total roti. Same way, by holding on to Omkara, we are holding to Paramatma only because Om is Paramatma's Pratika. That beautiful feeling, Pratik. Like you are holding somebody whom you respect, that person's hand. So when you hold the hand of that person, you are holding that person only. Because the hand is a pratika of that person. Hand is not separate from that person. Here also, Om is not away from Paramatma, therefore it is pratika of Paramatma. The pratikatva is not only symbol, it is that only. Okay, parardhyaha, now the word parardhya means, ardham means sthanam. Sthanam means that which supports. Paramcha tad ardhamcha, parardham. The param is supremost. Sthanam means the support. Therefore, parardha means supreme support. Parardha means supreme support. Okay. Tad arhati iti parardhyaha. So this deserves to be considered to be supreme support. Tad arhati iti. This deserves to be considered as supreme support. That is the meaning of parardhyaha. Para means supreme. Ardha means support. Ardhyaha means to be considered as worthy of. Parardhyaha. Okay. Why? Sorry. That parardhya word, for our clear understanding, Shankara Bhagavan using one more word, Paramatma Sthana Arhaha. If you catch this, you will understand. Paramatma sthana arha means it deserves to be given the position like that of Paramatma himself. That is the meaning of Pararthya. Paramartha sthana arha. Why? Paramatmavat upasyatvat iti abhipraya. That is the meaning is परमात्मा के तरह इनका उपासना करने से परमात्मा ही मिल जाते हैं, इसलिए ये परमात्मा है ऐसे मानने का लायक है. So if you worship it as Paramatma, it reveals to you Paramatma. Therefore, it is worthy of taking as Paramatma. Thus, you worship it in that way. That so many things are said in one word, Pararthya. Paraha, supreme. Ardham, Param is supreme. Ardham means Sthanam, is substratum or support. So, Parardham means supreme support. तो परार्धम नहीं कर रहे, कह रहे क्योंकि नथिंग कैन बी इंपॉर्टेंट देन ब्रह्मन. ब्रह्मन इज अल्टीमेट, उनको नीचे उनको सेकंड ग्रेड कभी नहीं देते, इज अल्टीमेट. देयरफॉर दैट यकार केम हियर. व्हाट इज यकार? परार्ध्यम. परार्धम इज पर ब्रह्म तत्व. परार्ध्यम मीन्स व्हाट? लाइक दैट परमात्मा तत्व, इट इज वर्दी ऑफ वैल्यूइंग एंड डूइंग द उपासना. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट गिव्स अस द परमात्मा अनुभूति. After getting the अनुभूति, when you look back, everything is परमात्मा. पहले ही परमात्मा मिल जाते तो why do you do उपासना? We are talking from a sadhaka standpoint. याद रखो उसको. So for the sadhaka, the omkara should be taken as alambana for the upasana. At that time, the O has to be valued and respected like it is Paramatma only. What we said earlier is everything is Paramatma. Yeah, that is after Anubhuti. We have not yet got Anubhuti. For getting the Anubhuti, we have to do the Upasana. At the time of Upasana, the feeling, the consideration in the mind that Om, whose Upasana I am doing is nothing but Paramatma, we have to have that feeling. So, Parardhyaha, Ardham Sthanam, Param cha Tadartham cha Parardham, Tad Arhat iti Parardhyaha. So, Paramatma Sthana Arhaha means what? Paramatmavad Upasyatvat iti Abhipraya. Okay. What is that? Ashtamaha, the eighth one. So, Pruthivyadi Rasa Sankhyayam Yad Udgitaha Yaha Udgitaha. So, in that eight of the things, if you count them, we see na? So, the Prithvi is one. Second one is Oshadi is ne Pruthivyam. Them. First is Prithvi. Second is Apaha. Third is Oshadi. Fourth is Purushaha. Fifth is Vak. Sixth is Ruga. Seventh is Samaha. The eighth is Udgita. संख्या बन गया कि नहीं? So among these the eighth one, which is said here, is the Rasatamaha. It is to be taken as the Lord only. That is why in Hinduism, everything is taken as the Lord. Why? Because we have to realize the Lord finally. माता भी भगवान है, पिता भी भगवान है, गुरु भी भगवान, अतिथि भी भगवान है, पेड़ पौधा है. Why everything is considered as God? Because we have to realize the God. That is our goal. This considering everything as divine helps us in realizing God. After realizing God, when you look back, then what you thought as or imagined on the strength of faith is experienced only. उसके बाद वो faith नहीं है, वो अनुभूति. So, सह एषः रसानागम रसतमः परमः परार्ध्यः अष्टमः यदुद्गीतः. So, सह एषः अष्टमः यदुद्गीतः. That this eighth one, which is Udgita, which is Omkara, that is Rasanagam Rasatamaha. Among all each of these things which are the rasa for the earlier ones, among the sequence, this is the final rasa, Gavi rasa. So the rasa of all the rasas is, you can come up to Sama. Of that Sama also, this is rasa. Therefore, Rasanam Rasatama. Okay. Now, Parardhya word, you contemplate on it. Paraha means Narayana. Paramcha tadarthamcha parartham. Tad arhatiti parartyaha. Paramatma sthana arhaha. Paramatmad upasyatvad iti abhipraya. It should be worshipped like Paramatma. Therefore, give it the Paramatma position. So the my Alambana Omkara is no less than Paramatma. So the means also have to be respected as much respect we give to the goal. Again, उसके बाद anybody says anything in this world, anytime the mind also brings any doubt, that should never be entertained. For me, the Alambana is Omkara, Om is Sakshat Paramatma. With Om as an Alambana, having faith in it that it is Sakshat Paramatma, now I am doing the Upasana of the Om. है ना? उपासना ऑफ परमात्मा थ्रू द ओम. किसका पर उपासना हो रहा है? परमात्मा का ही. किसके द्वारा? आलम्बन के द्वारा. आलम्बन कौन है? ओम. ओम क्या है? परमात्मा ओनली अगेन. एंड व्हाट इज उपासना? Focusing on it continuously in our vani, in our chitta. So always in my mouth om om is going on, in my chitta also the om thought alone is going on. With that, all the dissimilar thoughts are consumed, isn't it? All thoughts are not required, no? Thoughts only are projecting the world. Thoughts alone are sustaining the mind. The mind sustenance, projected world are hiding the reality from us. ये तो already पढ़ चुके ना in all Upanishads. We have to reach the Adhisthana Brahma. We have to see the rope on that the snake is projected. The whole world of, Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, all are projected on Brahman. We have to transcend all of them, reach Brahman. That is our main goal. For that, the Chitta Ekagrata required. For that, the Omkara Upasana is required. तो उपासना किसका हो रहा है? परमात्मा का. आलम्बन क्या है? ओमकार. What is the Om Upasana per se? The chanting of it and keeping that Om alone as a vritti in our mind. That is what said in Mandukya also, that in that Omkaras and Venma, merge all your three avasthas. What is the merging of three avasthas there? You are not valuing any of these three avasthas. Means what? There is no din, there is no rat, there is no sapna. Then what is there? Always Om. That's the meaning of in the Omkara Upasana, we transcend three avasthas, three dehas, three Vishwatayesa Prajnas. That Om merges in the Brahman, the silence. See, देखो, when you keep listening, contemplating, slowly, bit by bit, these subtle understandings come. Let us pray to the Ishvara to give us that subtle understanding while studying all these Upanishads. About the Brahman also, about the sadhanas also. And may He give us also the strength for us to really pursue those sadhanas. Done? Now tomorrow we will see Vacha Rugrasa iti uktam. The Vani is said to be having Vacha Rugrasa. Of the Vani, the Rug is the Rasa, it is said. Okay, how is that? The inquiry is done. That is the next mantra. Giving 2-3 minutes introduction, we will study tomorrow. In the meantime, what is seen so far, give some time to contemplate. Whether you understand or not, try karo. When we try, that effort itself is a great joy. Then that breakthrough will happen. Nothing is revealed to even any scientist just like that unless with faith they struggle. कभी को कोई discovery करो, you understand. Last 400 or 50-60 years, how fast the science is progressing in so many things. But it is not sudden happening. It is a result of what scientists were struggling from thousands of years, from 500 years, from last 200 years, from last 100 years. They, through all those struggles, reached to a point of beautiful breakthrough point. Once that breakthrough happened, then the progress is happening so swift and fast. Yet all that science is not going to give moksha, it will only give physical body comfort. That's it. Science is only sthula sharira. Anything is done only for sthula sharira only. Sometimes little some emotional comfort. थोड़ा इमोशन तक भी जाता नहीं साइंस, only physical only. Anything created, constructed, produced, all that for body only. And we are identified with the body, so body is sukha, we think our sukha. Therefore, for us, that science appears to be real or important. Those who understand spirituality, they know the Ananda is on Brahma Tattva. Brahma is not Sukshma, Stula, na? Brahma Tattva is Sukshma, Adi Sukshma. He won't go into the trap of science. He will just go into spirituality. This is another explanation to avoid misunderstanding in you. When the glorification of his science is done, you may get lost in it. There's nothing great about the scientific discoveries other than binding us with their amusements, excitements. They are maintaining our extrovertedness only. They are maintaining our delusion only. They are maintaining our our superimpositions only. They are not allowing us to go to the reality. Like you see on TV 200 serials, what are they continuously doing? Avoiding you to meditate and realize yourself. और क्या हो रहा है उससे इसके अलावा? The 100 shopping malls that have come, thousands of objects that are displayed there. What are they doing? Nothing but keeping you distracted, keeping you extroverted, not allowing you to realize the substratum of the whole universe. Simple but anyway, so let our effort to re-study each of these words with Bhashya give us that subtlety and give us that breakthrough. Breakthrough is what? Glory of Omkara understood, accepted, and then the way how the Omkara Upasana has to be done understood, and then we are keeping on doing it. The result of Omkara Upasana is Antakarana Shuddhi, then Tattva Jnana, which will be taught in this Upanishad. Earlier you have seen already other Upanishads meditating on that Tattva as per the Jnana gained. These are the few things we have to do to realize the reality and get liberated from unreal. Om 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 Om. What is studied in this third mantra is rasaha means gatihi, rasaha means parayinam, rasa means avashtambha. Therefore, being rasa is greater than the earlier. Then, among all the rasas, greater than the greatest is called as rasatama. In this way, the Omkara is rasatama. Rasa of all being Paramatma, Omkara being Rasatama, this Om should be in our heart, respected as if it is Paramatma only. So, Paramatma vad upasyaha, our respectful, reverential practice of Om Ucharana at the mouth level, at the mind level. To make us do that, this is the explanation. Saha eshaha rasanam rasatamaha paramaha parardhyaha ashtamaha yad udgitaha. May this thought go deep into us. It will happen. Thank you. Now today's our Veda Parayanam may we will learn BHAVAASHARVA. BHAVAASHARVA Veda mantra from the ATHARVANA Veda. BHAVAASHARVA is one reality only, one Bhava as a creator, another Sharva as dissolver. Him we are praying, each also part of the Atharvana Veda, purpose is same, all round protection as well as freeing us from these sins. Okay? So, beautiful one. This is also revealed to Mrugara, Rishi, Bhavasharva, the Devatas. So, Sarva Jagad Utpadakaha Bhavaha, Sarva Jagad Vilayakarakaha Sharvaha. So, among the Ashtamurti of Paramatma, these Dvimurtis, the ones who were the cause and other one is dissolver, I know the glory of them. Then what teachings they do to me through the Shastra, that also I know. O Bhava and Sharva, under your ruling, the whole world is existing. You are the Ishwaras of all, for all the Dvipada human beings, Chatushpada, other living beings also. Such you, through this mantrocharana, through this bhavana, through this yajna karma, through these oblations, I am worshipping. And what is my prayer? Please free me from the all sins. हम सबको हर तरह के पाप से मुक्त करना. And पाप of all papa is आत्मा अज्ञान, परमात्मा अज्ञान, tattva अज्ञान. From that first papa, all what we do on the name of punya also is papa. May that go away. Second, bhavasharva, you show your supremacy on beings who are very close to you and far away. Physically kaho or faith-wise also. And then you are the ones who are capable of using all the weapons whenever is required to eliminate negative. So you are the Ishvara of Dvipada and Chatushpada. Please protect us, free us from the sins. That last two lines are same in all the seven mantras. So you are the Sahasraksha. You have your Drushti every year. You are the ones to eliminate the terrible demons who are a strong ego, selfish ego, who are troubling the others. So you who are staying much beyond this, the Bhumi's orbit, from there with your presence, you are managing the whole show. Such you I am invoking, inviting. We know you are kind to create, we know you are ugra to dissolve also. Okay. I need the strength from you to worship you, to reach you. Therefore, I am worshipping you, requesting you to free me from all the sins. You are the cause of all Dvipada and Chatushpada. Okay. In the same way, you are the ones in the beginning of Srishti created all the Jana Sangha human beings. Then you are the ones who are empowering each one depending on their own karma, etc. Such you again, Ishwaras of everything, are capable of removing my sins, our sins. Please free us from them. So, because of the powerful weapons of your anugraha within devatas and within human beings, there are no problems to them. Bhagwan's anugraha is like ayudha as a kavacha working around us, protecting us. So to that Shatruvu enemies who are uh, doing the prayoga of the Krityadi Dushta Shaktis, and those Rakshasas who are bent upon destroying our this positive Vamsha. Okay? Such both the Shatrus. Please, O Bhava and Sarva, we are requesting you, employ your weapons on them and eliminate them. You are the Ishwaras of Dvipada and Chatushpada. Such you, again I am praying, free us from all the sins. In this way, this beautiful mantra has the seven mantras. O the Ugra Rupa Bhava and Sharva, be convenient for us, cooperative to us, benevolent on us. With all your ayudhas, eliminate all the Shatrus, inner and outer, where we are continuously fighting the war. है ना? You are capable of removing every of the enemies and rakshasas and shatrus. I need not name them. Please, this way, destroy the shatru, remove the papa from my life, then take me towards you. It's a very interesting, this whole episode of seven devatas whom we are everyday worshipping to free us from the papa. You remember? First we did Agni Deva. याद है? Then we did the Indra Deva. याद है? Then we have done the Vayu and Savita together. Remember? Then we have done the Dyava Prithvi, fourth one. Then yesterday we have done the Marudganas. Now we do the Bhavasharva today. Then today and tomorrow. Then the last one will have Mitra Varuna. To seven Devata, who are subtle uh, individuals responsible for the whole Sukshma and Sthula world, the cosmos. He is a mystical. We are caught up in our body and our bhoga so much that our intellects have no capacity to withdraw from these to see those. We don't have a capacity to withdraw from our stupid TV, to take care of our parents, our wife, our husband, our children. Such a bhogi, rogi, dushta rakshasa we became. To such as the presence of all these devatas, dynamically, vigorously, managing the show of the whole world, वो कहाँ हमको समझ में आएगा, कहाँ दिखेगा, है ना? We are absolute. We don't know how the tree is so dynamically working every moment, day in and day out, in converting all the soil into the leaves and fruits and flowers. We don't know that. We are not interested. ये तो भोगी है. You don't know how the sun is taking the waters from the ocean and making clouds and raining on time. ये हमको इसमें इंटरेस्ट नहीं. हम तो कामी भोगी दुष्ट बहिर्मुखी. Otherwise, these are all the devatas who are functioning for the, as a service to the Lord in the maintenance of the universe, like humble servants. इंद्र वरुण वायु अग्नि को सारे उस परमात्मा के सेवक के रूप में निरंतर लगे रहते. This world is a very dynamic thing. Continuously millions of things are happening, at the phenomenal level, and yet in Brahman nothing is there. वो स्टैंड पॉइंट अपना अलग है फिर. Three mantras we learn today as every day. ओम अथ अथर्वणवेदांतर्गत भवाशर्व सूक्तम सर्व संरक्षणार्थम पाप निवारणार्थम. ओम भवाशर्वौ मन्वे वाम. ओम भवाशर्वौ मन्वे वाम. तस्य वित्तम ययोर्वाम इदम प्रदिशयत विरोचते यावस्येषाथे द्विपदो यौ चतुष्पदः तौ नो मुञ्चतमं हसः भवाशर्वौ मन्वे वां तस्य वित्तं ययोर्वाम इदं प्रदिशयत् विरोचते यावस्येषा ते द्विपदो यौ चतुष्पदा तौ नो मुञ्चतमं हसः भवाशर्वौ मन्वे वां तस्य वित्तं ययोर्वाम इदं प्रदिशयत् विरोचते यावस्येषा ते द्विपदो यौ चतुष्पदः तौ नो मुञ्चतमं हसः. Second, ययोरभ्यध्व उत यद्दूरे चिद यो विदिताविशो भृतामसिष्ठौ यावस्येषाथे द्विपदो यौ चतुष्पदः तौ नो मुञ्चतमं हसः ययोरभ्यद्व उत यद्दूरे चिद यो विदिताविशुभृतामसिष्ठौ यावस्येषाते द्विपदो यौ चतुष्पदः तौ नो मुञ्चतमं हसः ययोरभ्यद्व उत यद्दूरे चिद् यौ विदिता विशुभ्रतामसिष्टौ यावस्येषाते द्विपदो यौ चतुष्पदः तौ नो मुञ्चतमं हसः. One more today. सहस्राक्षौ वृत्रहणाहुवेहं सहस्राक्षौ वृत्रहणाहुवेहं दूरे गव्योते स्तुवन्नेम्युग्रौ दूरे गव्योते स्तुवन्नेम्युग्रौ यावस्येषाते द्विपदो यौ चतुष्पदः यावस्येषाते द्विपदो यौ चतुष्पदः तौ नो मुञ्चतमं हसः तौ नो मुञ्चतमं हसः सहस्राक्षौ वृत्रहणाहुवेहं दूरे गव्योते स्तुवन्नेम्युग्रौ यावस्येषाते द्विपदो यौ चतुष्पदः तौ नो मुञ्चतमं हसः सहस्राक्षौ वृत्रहणाहुवेहं दूरे गव्यूते स्तुवन्नेम्युग्रौ यावस्येषाते द्विपदो यौ चतुष्पदः तौ नो मुञ्चतमं हसः. Remaining four we will learn tomorrow. See, for me though, when I am doing these efforts, which is Mahatapasya, it is so easy and convenient to say that it is so difficult, I cannot do and leave it. But my drushti is what? Making the mind do what I want. Making the mind stop its unnecessary projections, its unnecessary proposals, etc. in the form of the thoughts. What is achieved when these chantings are done? Out of many things, one of the important is the mind is not given a chance to create more vasanas, to create more karma phalas, to create more sankalpas. The whole samsara is in the mana only. The whole jagat is in the mana only. In the dissolution of the mana alone is realization. In the transcendence of the mana alone is the actualization. So we are achieving these things. Some support behind should be there. Our understanding for us to sustainingly do these practices. Along with that, the other things that they are part of the Vedas. We belong to that Veda Parampara. We are Sanatan Dharmins. In all these mantras, there is a worship of the Devatas. They bless us with their blessings. All the sins from our life go away. ये सब तो है ही main purpose. Along with that, while sitting and chanting, we are becoming again Vedic from the beautiful Vedic parampara, Daivika parampara. We have entered into devilish parampara of the Bhoga Bhoga. इससे वापस जाने के लिए ये हम तरीका जो भगवान ने दी अडॉप्ट किए. One of the so many things. And everyday chanting giving that familiarity. That fear is gone now. Confidence has grown. Now in the next level, the meaning will be deeply maintained in the heart. In the next level, with the meaning in the mind, the chantings are done. Then the yajna ahutis are also done. This is what we do from our side. From the other side, what transformations have to happen in our personality, what subtleties have to come, what divine vision has to come, it will follow. ये है आइडिया. ठीक है. Now in today's our last but one sadhana, in our Gayatri mantra japa, today we are doing the mantra of Narayana Rishi. I just felt like सुबह भवाशर्व कर रहे हैं तो बाद में साथ में नर नारायण भी कर लो. So Narayana is Bhagavan Vishnu Murtis, one Vishnu Murtis avatara in two forms. Narayana. Okay. Not they are the rishis like the Upanishadic rishis to whom the various Upanishadic mantras are revealed, etc. They are Sakshat Narayana only. Okay. So Murtyam to Dharma Patyam to Nara Narayana Vrishi Avatarat Kalam Shena Tapaha Parama Dushtaram. So he is the one to that Murti, who is the daughter of Daksha Prajapati, and then Dharma to them as the children, this Nara Narayana, one Narayana only expressed as. This much we must know about the Nara Narayana. Okay. So in the Vamsha Parampara, the Parabrahma Paramatma, the Brahmadeva, Swayambhava Manu, then Prasuti, Daksha Prajapati, then Murti, Daksha Kumar daughter, then Dharmadeva, and then to this Dharma and Murti, these two are expressed, Naranarayana. Okay. Then in the Shrutis, etc., the Naranarayana are talked as the Jiva and Ishvara. Smriti in Gita, etc., Bhagavan Adi Shankara gave in the introductory Bhashyam the Naranarayana Rupena. So the Nara is Arjuna, Narayana is Sakshat Krishna. The Bhagavat, Mahabharata, Vishnu and Skanda Puranas also have the expressions about Naranarayana. In short, what do they do Naranarayana? Bas, बैठ के तपस्या करते ही रहते. In that tapasya only they ensure the loka kalyana. So Jiva Koti Kalyanartham, the Paramatma appearing as Naranarayana, they are doing tapasya. The sankalpa hi tapasya hai wahan. एक जगह बैठ के sending the positive thoughts that the praja should never forget the dharma, they should never forget the mukhya lakshya, they should always be on the path. So this thought sending is the mahatapasya. Because in the thoughts only the whole world is there, just now we said 2 minutes back. So Naranarayana and Rishi do that tapasya. And while doing so, they are not moving anywhere, they are not bhogi and all. Therefore, all that energy is directed for the fulfillment of that sankalpa of the tapasya of the loka kalyan. Therefore, because the anugraha of the Narayana Rishi who are doing tapasya continuously, that still the Bharata Mata is intact, we are protected. Okay. So, this Naranarayana, they have not written in the Granthas, but Dharma Upadesha, Yoga, Tapasya, Vairagya, Brahmajnana, these are the ones. They are the Sakshat Dharma Swarupa. They are the Sakshat Parakashta of the Tapasya. They are the ones Mahayogins who are free from the Kama Krodha, the doshas. Then they are the ones who are seated and doing Tapasya. Because of which that kshetra has become a divya kshetra for all of us, the Badrika Ashrama. And they are the ones who have come as Naranarayana also. They are the Jnana Vairagya Dharma Yoga Samanvaya. In this way, Naranarayana Rishi, about them, little we can understand. So they are doing Mahatapasya, even now continuously. Okay. What is the Gayatri Mantra? Again? As one only we say, Naranarayana. Tanno Naranarayana Rishihi Prachodayat. Tanno Naranarayana Maharshihi Prachodayat. Then the other one, Tapo Nishtaya Vidmahe. Okay? Tapo Nishtaya Vidmahe. Loka Kalyana Loka Anugraha Krite. Okay? Lokanugraha Hetave. Or Lohanugrakaya. Lokanugrakaya. Tapo Nishtaya Vidmahe Lokanugraha Kaya. Anugraha Kaya. Dhimahi. Or Loka Rakshakaya, it is simple. Tanno Naranarayana Maharshi Prachodhyat. Okay, Taponishtaya Loka Rakshakaya Naranarayana Maharshi. 3 शब्द याद रखो. After coming to the class only, I conceive that Gayatri Mantra and do. Homework करके नहीं. Om Parabrahma Paramatma Swarupa Naranarayana Maharshi Namaha. Dhyayami Avahayami. There are 2, but one Narayana only. Therefore, as one only we do. One is in Parvata, another is Narayana Parvata. In between the Alakananda is moving. The Narayana Parvata is the Badrinath temple. The other Parvata, other side of the Alakananda is Nara Parvata. In that Parvata Rupa, Narayana Naran sitting and doing tapas. Dhyayami Om Naranarayana Maharshi Namaha Avahayami Stapayami Pujayami Chatrachamarādin samarpayami samasta Shaktiyopachara Bhaktiyopachārādin samarpayami Om Sri Naranarayana Maharshi Namaha Namaskaromi. तव चरणौ शरणागतोऽस्मि मां रक्ष रक्ष इति प्रार्थयामि। मम आत्मानुभवं प्रति प्रचोदनं कृत्वा अस्मिन् जन्मनि क्षणेव परमात्मानुभवेन मुक्तिं प्रदेहि इति प्रार्थयामि। तथा च सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकैन्दवसंस्कृतेः भारतवर्षस्यापि संरक्षणाभिवृद्धि विश्वव्याप्तिं कुरु इति प्रार्थयामि। 16 times. ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ तपोनिष्ठाय विद्महे लोकरक्षकाय धीमहि तन्नो नरनारायण महर्षिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नरनारायण महर्षिये नमः। नमस्करोमि तव चरणौ शरणागतोऽस्मि। मां रक्ष रक्ष मम बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न दुर्गुण समूल निर्मूलं कुरु। परमात्मानुभवेन अनुभवद्वारेण जन्म साफल्यं कुरु। परमात्मानुभवं प्रति प्रचोदनं कुरु। तथा च भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहिन्दुसंस्कृतेः विश्वसंरक्षणमपि कुरु इति प्रार्थयामि। ओम श्री नरनारायण महर्षिये नमः। 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 ओम श्री नरनारायण महर्षिये नमो नमः. See the fortune of us that every day one or the other rishis we are remembering. You know, are you enjoying it or not? Or in the stay minds, the moody minds slave still we are or what? Mind is always moody, funny it is. उसको कंट्रोल में लगाकर enjoy these positive things, doing them. Okay. Today's common sense also thought same thing. Ki remember the life of ours in the past, where we were very active and very dynamic. And what was it? consequence when we lived an active and dynamic life of creativeness, constructivity, and some productivity. Was it celebrating or not? Think about it. Whenever we have celebrated, that was because we achieved something. And whenever we have achieved, that's because of our dynamic living the life, actively living life. Think of those moments when you have enjoyed, celebrated, and trace the reasons. So, to think of those moments in our life where there were only the miseries, their dukkhas, sadnesses, and mourning, as if those were the times where we were failures, we were non achievers because of either the wrong goal or not performed. We were very lazy, non performing. So, seeing our own past life, observing, learning these two things. From that, now consciously learn to live an active and dynamic life, creative and constructive life, productive life. Har pal ka. One side, the Brahma Vidya Prapti Sadhana. The other side, the whatever we can do to this world outside. Whatever the job that's given, the duty is given to me, I will do actively, dynamically. I'll take up the duty of serving the world by myself. If I don't serve the world, nobody will object. But I take it up as my duty. Then duty of the duties is my pursuit of the reality. In these three things only I will be continuously engaged dynamically in. I won't be lazy by not doing my spiritual sadhana. I won't be lazy by not serving the world. I won't be lazy by not doing my duties. Or I won't be distracted into the world which destroys my present surely and pakka future also. The wrongdoings and non-doings, they are destroying our present and their future also they will destroy us. So we have to do the right things we have to do continuously. है ना? Learn that one sentence from Hanumanji. Rama kaju keen he binu mohi kaha vishrama. Same our Puja Gurudev says, if I rest, I rest. While performing, you die. That's better. Instead of that, on the name of rest, we live a death of non performance. That won't help us. It's all concepts in the mind, mind you. That I need rest, that I am tired, that I am very old, that I am diseased. ये सारा मन के कमजोरियां जो हमको कमजोर करते हैं. When you value that, no, no, I have to be a performer. That's it. I have to perform. That's it. I am alive. I am not dead. The insignia of the life is continuous performance. In that performance, we have discovered the balance. Performance is not unwanted excitement and restlessness. No. There is excitement of goal which we have chosen, higher one. But there is no restlessness in the performance. There's a very balance, like a 25, 30 years experienced car driver. How effortless is his when he brings the car to our doorsteps, when he opens the gate, and when we sit, when he closes the door, then when he goes there, again slowly opens, enters. He is actively, dynamically doing the things, but with full balance, one out of experience. You know, that चाबी घुमा कर स्टार्ट करना, then gear डाल के क्लच मेरे पाँव लगा के, sir, can we move? How he asks the owner, चले sir? Yes. Then how he picks up the speed slowly without even a little jerk. Throughout the journey, there may be twists and turns, ghat roads, traffic jam, speed breakers, lal batti, kuch bhi ho, the one who is seated in that car, the owner, whoever, never feels even little out disturbed. That is the perfect driver's lakshana mastery, isn't it? While even driving, he is very conscious of, साहब कितने बजे पहुंचना है. He asks, इतने बजे. So then he tells कि time है तुम धीरे जा सकते. सर टाइम नहीं है तो जल्दी जाना है, तो बीच में ट्रैफिक भी होगा, थोड़ा मैं स्पीड चलाता हूँ, तो ही विल टेल. In the same way, in our life of active and dynamism, it's not restlessness, it's a well balanced, poised doing. These cooks, the chefs and cooks, 500 लोगों का खाना बनाना है. Is 500 is a big, na? In that function, the fellows come without eating for 2 days. क्योंकि उनको ज्यादा खाना है, फोकट में मिल रहा है. And 10, 12 dishes have to be made. The group of only 10 people there. You just see how अर्ली मॉर्निंग 4 बजे आके सब्जियां काटते हैं, 10 बजे तक सब तैयार करके सिस्टमेटिकली दे डू बाय 12:30 लंच टाइम. ऑल द 12 आइटम्स आर रेडी इन द वेसल्स. हमको एक सब्जी काटने में, एक आलू छिलका निकालने में अपना छिलका निकल जाता है. लेजीनेस, नो लव फॉर द वर्क, नो प्रैक्टिस, नो एक्सपर्टाइज. We are habituated that somebody cooks, we eat. Never we know. But they people look 500 लोग, 1000 को लिए 10,000 लोग. Some play with their langars throughout the day goes on. There is no effort. Effort means there is no that struggle. It's a beautiful, systematic, well planned. Let our life be like that. Celebration through dynamic living. Dynamic living itself is celebration. Of course, that is towards our sadharma, our lokaseva, or adhyatmika pursuit. Not the I'm very dynamic Swamiji in doing that and these cheating jobs. इसमें dynamism नहीं बाबा. Then you are invoking sin. You will suffer so much in the future. That's not recommended. So remember our past life of this life. Remember the days of enjoyment. They were because of the achievements through the dynamic performance. Remember the days of misery. They were because of non-performance, laziness. From that, get that conviction and don't allow the mind to overpower. In giving the excuses to be non-performer. Learn from those foreigners. 80-90 साल भी है तो वॉकिंग में जाएंगे, कुछ ना कुछ पौधों को पानी डाल. दे आर लिविंग लाइफ, नॉट लाइक अस. टीवी देख देख के इतना थक जाते हैं, फिर सो जाते हैं बाकी टाइम. sheer waste of human life. Imagine what will be the lot of those people in the next life. They won't be given human life. Buffalo बनेंगे because they're seated like buffalo. मैं तो चाहता हूँ भाई इतना एक्टिव डायनामिक रहे like our गुरुदेव. He was never lazy, never non-performer. सुबह से 2:30-3 बजे उठे तो रात तक. Even is seeming 2-3 hours of locking his room for rest. In that also he's writing some letters or writing some commentaries of the books, writing some articles required, preparing. कुछ ना कुछ उनका चलता ही रहता है बाबा. Wow. And for us, without doing anything, we are tired and we want rest. And we are tired of rest also. Wow, what a sample we are all. Because of that, we get all stiffnesses and all, and we say, I'm diseased now. And doctor told, थोड़ा तुम ऐसे हो रहे हो, walking करो daily 4 kilometer. Then we appoint 4 servants to walk 1 kilometer. A lot of money I have, डॉक्टर साहब, कि फिर मैं सर्वेंट को लगाया, वो लोग मेरे लिए चलते हैं. अरे राम राम राम. ठीक है. Today's thought is active, agile, dynamic. करते रहो, है ना. करते करते मरना इज बेटर rather than बैठ के out of fear, out of notions. Follow the medical guidelines. Heart problem है, ये है, then you must follow those guidelines. वो तो already हमेशा है, they go without saying. Apart from that, जो वहम होते हैं, जो wrong convictions होते हैं, mind proposes something and intellect supports that. आज ना हम ऐसे बैठेंगे टीवी. Mind says, intellect says, yes, we need not go anywhere, do nothing. That's how we become ourselves बुद्धू, ourselves उल्लू. अपने आप को चीट करते जाते हैं हम. We don't even understand that. Thus, the day by day it's wasted. Whereas the big, beautiful goals, world wale, serving the world, spiritual goals, how many they can be achieved? like others are doing and achieving. That's what Vivekananda's sentence meaning. Key, instead of sitting one place like a lazy fellow, it is better to be a football player on the ground. You play, don't only watch the FIFA finals. 1-0 Argentina defeated by what is that? Spain. Spain or Spain? Spain has won it. The World Cup 2-0. You play the football. Better. Be active, dynamic. Sona mane utho bas. Paramatma is pure consciousness, active, dynamically existing. He's not jada, he's not sleepy and all that. Think about it. Okay. Om, 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 om. Om, 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 om. Om, 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 om. Om Purnamadaha Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you for your patience, friends. Great. Study the Gita.